Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm the Zin and today's video is going to be what is coming next in your life, whether it's love, whether it's success, money, anything that is possible within the horizon. And I've prepared 4 groups for you to choose from. If you're new here, just really pick with your intuition to which group or groups that you feel the most drawn to. Go down to the comment and the description and click on the timestamp and you will get your reading like that. So this is our group 1, and if you want to take a look at the crystal up close, this is our group 2, and this is the close-up. This is our group 3. This is your crystal. Finally, this is our group 4. There you go. Pause this video if you need to. I'll also put the meditation session for you, and I will see you at the click of your group or your groups. Hello group 1, sit back, relax. We're gonna find out what is next in your life. Green Adventuring is all about creativity, energy as well. And let's see what is next in your life, group 1. I can see like healthy choices being made for you. And we're gonna draw one more card from this deck, as this is a general reading. There you go. So group 1, I think most of you have this strong intuition in which you might be spiritually connected to the higher energy more than most of your peers, meaning that you might be someone who is like self-aware, and you might be someone attuned to the energies of the room that you enter in. And I can see that you are also on the soul that has a sensitive soul. So meaning that you really feel, right, for the sufferings of the others and of the animals. And I can see that you have like that empathetic ability. So what is coming next in your life is I see you really getting closer and closer to that mediumship, right? To that intuitive power that you have within you. And I can see that for some reason in the past you have not really like unleashed your full intuitive spiritual power as much as you know you can be. So I can see that group 1, you might even be someone who is very good at reading tarot for other people as well, because you have that very good psychic, almost like psychic ability that you can really tune into the energy. You can really tune into the wisdom that comes from being connected with your spirituality. So whatever it was the reason for you to have lost in touch with your inner wisdom or your spirituality, I can see it coming back next in your life. And I can see that for some of you, you might even decide to really go vegan or really go vegetarian. You might even decide to eat more vegetables and eat fruits, vegetables, like those organic, food products that you feel more cleansed when you eat the vegetables and fruits more than the other types of food. So I can see that you might have, for some of you in group 1, you might have like a very drastic change of the diet that you follow, in which it's going to be a healthy one. So I think that you're going to really adopt this glow up kind of a diet plan in which you really, take care of yourself, take care of your body by really putting in all the good things and not the bad things like the processed food anymore. I can see you really like determined to really make it happen, instead of just thinking, oh yeah, I should eat healthier. I can see that in your life, you're really going to make that decision to stick to this diet. And I can see you succeeding in this diet plan as well, that you're going to follow through, because I can see that you might have been feeling sluggish, in the past from having the diet plan that didn't quite work out for your body, didn't quite work out to nourish your spiritual soul as well. So I can see you really following your intuition and inner wisdom and inner guidance to really eat the good food that is really like cleansing, and eat the food that you feel good afterwards, not bad afterwards, you know. And I can see you really eating in moderation as well. So there's a lot of the diet factors that comes into what is next in your life. So I can see that, yeah, you will totally benefit, and I can see you really benefiting from this change of diet, very healthy and clean diet, right? And I can see that you are going to really commit to it. That is what we see here. And you are a powerful light worker. It is safe for you to be powerful. Your spiritual power brings great blessings in loving service to the divine. So group 1, right, like we've said before, you've had this hidden talent when it comes to your psyche and your psychic powers and your intuition, and you know, for some reason you've stored it away, but you are being guided right now by your angels and your spiritual guides that don't worry about it, really unleash your spiritual powers. And you are someone who is to be powerful. You're someone who is to follow your own inner spiritual guidance and being connected to your spirituality more and more, and working on your developing and being in more touch with your spiritual power is going to work in your favor, because you're going to see right from wrong much more clearly. You're going to learn how to trust yourself much more clearly, especially trusting your inner intuition, group 1. I can see that for some of you, you might have lost touch with following your intuition, that you sort of like ignore the intuitive voice in your head sometimes that is telling you to do this, do that, and telling you not to do this, not to do that. For example, your intuitive voice might have told you that this person or this connection is not good for you, and I can see that maybe you have really let your inner intuitive voice die away, and because of that, this card is showing up that is telling you to trust that intuitive voice instead of pushing it away, and instead of locking it away, you know, in a dusty cabinet or a storage room, and really take it out of that place, because that is your superpower, group 1. It is your intuition, your spirituality, that is your superpower, and it is something that is to be celebrated and not to be ashamed for, you know, like just talking about the energy work as such. That is not something to be ashamed. That is just you and your soul being called. If you want a private tarot reading video, you can visit my website, thezintarot.com, and follow the easy steps. Write down your question and place your order and get your tarot reading within 24 to 48 hours. And also there is a free gift for you on my website, thezintarot.com, so you can check it out as well. Towards a higher purpose in your life, which is that you're someone who is meant to spread joy, wisdom, and knowledge with your spiritual power. So that is what we're seeing here. Mediumship, you have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones. Yeah, this card is really confirming me that you are someone very, very psychic, and I can see that if you are already doing tarot or some kind of other spiritual psychic induced, right, activities, I can see that you are someone who is meant to do that, who is meant to find people's path, your own path, and also others people's path by using your psychic ability. So I can see that you're someone who might be like a generation trauma breaker, you know, someone who breaks out of the generational trauma and the generational cycle of people hurting one another. You are the chosen one to really deal with those things. And I can see that, yeah, in what is next in your life is really you know, like being more attuned and learning how to trust your intuitive power that you have learned to store away for some reason in the past. And I can see you really heading towards that path of self-wisdom, self-knowledge, and finding that freedom from self-knowledge and self-wisdom. That is what we're seeing here. I can see you doing a lot of soul searching next in your life. And by soul searching, meaning you're going to have a lot of drastic moments in your life where you might, like switch to a drastic diet plan, and or you might switch to a drastic relocation plan, for example, right? I can see that you're going to do something drastic in which is going to in fact awaken your spiritual powers that you knew you always had deep down, because you're someone very hypersensitive to the feelings of others. Like if someone is feeling like slightly low or depressed, you can really feel that energy, and you are someone that a lot of people count on as well when it comes to them needing to vent or let off their steams and emotional troubles. So I can see that you might be empath as well. So because of that, I can see you really like, instead of choosing your energy of being an empath focused on others only, I can see you choosing to take care of yourself first before you take care of others, right? Because I can see that for some reason in the past you didn't really like take care of yourself. You might have neglected your own needs and wants, because I can see that you're very kind, very like your soul is very pure. So sometimes you have the habit of putting other people's needs first before your own. But I can see next in your life you're going to finally realize, you know what, I'm gonna put myself first, and it is not in a selfish way, but it's in a way that is like very self-loving and very self-honorable, right? Very self-respectable, and in a way that is going to even make your energy level go higher, vibrate even like more beautifully than you have now. And I can see that you are really going to learn how to really give yourself the love and how to take care of yourself in the ways that you knew you had to. So that is what we're seeing here. And let's get a bit more details with the tarot card. The Hangman, there you go. So yeah, I can see that you're someone who is very, very much, like resilient, because you've gone through a lot in the past and you have been really hurt by people. You have been stressed a lot, I can see. Wow. Like a lot of sword energy really tells me that you have been put in positions where people really like, yeah, it's really sad because people didn't really see your value and people really misunderstood you just because of their own problems. Some people might have projected their own fears and their own insecurities upon you. For example, maybe some people had trust issues, right? And they projected their trust issues onto you, making you feel as though you're someone not loyal, even though you are loyal. So yeah, you have been in that kind of situations where you had to defend yourself and you had to pull yourself out of that situation where you really like sort of love the other person, but then in the end that person is just not good for your mental health, for example. So I can see that you really had to pull yourself out of that toxic situation that you were in. But I can see that you are very resilient because you're already past that stage of just knowing, and you have already taken actions in order to move on from that toxic person or a toxic situation. So I can see that group one, great job. You already taken the very important steps to separate yourself. However, I can see that what is next in your life is that you're going to find ways in which you're going to make yourself loved and make yourself know that you deserve love and you are worthy of love, and you're going to try and see what happened in the past for you as not like a victim, but as a like a triggering point for you to improve and develop and grow further. I can see that you're someone really like intelligent when it comes to emotional world, because I can see that despite this unfair situation that you were put in, you've realized that I'm not going to lower my energy where it doesn't belong. I'm not going to contribute my energy in a relationship connection or a friendship where I'm not being valued or, perceived in the right way. So I can see you really cutting that negative kind of energy out by embracing your self-loving attitude towards yourself and by having a different perspective about this toxic situation that you are in. So for example, perhaps in the past you thought that, oh right, maybe I just need to be patient with this person. Maybe I just need to learn how to be a good friend or a good boyfriend, girlfriend to this person. And you really think upon yourself. You really self-reflected in the ways that you could be better for them, for this person or for this connection. But in the end, I can see that you realize it's not you that's the problem, but the environment that is the problem, right? So I can see that you really decided that, you know what, I'm not going to stick around any longer. I'm going to find a different approach to, finding connections that are suitable for me. And I can see you really having that awakening, with the judgment. There you go. Having that awakening moment, right? Where you realize that, wait a minute, why am I bending myself backwards for people who don't appreciate me and people who keep sucking my energy, even though I really like them and I want the connection to last. They're not the one for you. You know it deep down. Like maybe you've stuck around with them for a long time, but you realize, wait a minute, this is not really the people that I know will be with me permanently, right? For all my life. It's not a lifelong soul tie connection. It's more of a temporary connection where they are supposed to teach you lesson or they're supposed to make you grow into a more elevated person. But yeah, I can see you moving away and choosing yourself with the 3 of Wands as well. So I can see you really trying to celebrate and find your own tribe by using your own strength and resilience. So yeah, group 1, this is your reading. If you watched till the end, leave a green heart emoji down in the comments, like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And you can watch my other videos and stay tuned for my next videos. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Welcome group 2. Sit back, relax. Obsidian is about sucking in the negative energies and really cleansing your soul. So what is next in your life? We're gonna find out group 2. Memories. Cherish memories of loved ones. Opportunity knocks, go for it. I love it, group 2. Already we're having a lot of great energy. So first of all, in the past, right, you have been stuck or you may have been feeling really stuck about the either the job that you have, the connection, the friendship that you have. You felt like it's been stagnant and nothing is moving forward. But what's next is that you're going to have the opportunity for you to really go for the work and the connection that truly aligns with your purpose and truly makes you feel that you are doing meaningful work, instead of just doing work that you just are doing it as though it's just a routine, like brushing teeth, and you're not feeling the impact of the work that you do, right? But what's next is you're gonna be having that opportunity where you're going to have fun doing that and you're going to enjoy doing that and you're going to feel that there is something meaningful here that you're doing instead of just that kind of routine work that you've been doing. So that is what we're seeing here. So I can sense a lot of work shift energy when it comes to this reading so far, but this is general reading, so I can touch on the love reading as well. So when it comes to the connection and love reading, I can see actually some of you might have the opportunity to relocate to either another country because it might be the job that requires remote. So when it comes to remote work, you can go anywhere. So I can see you might be going somewhere that you feel that you can have fun and really rewind and wind down after a long day of work, and you're really enjoying the city or the place that you live in, the home that you live in. So I can see home situation changing for some of you in group 2 as well. And also connections wise, I can see a lot of opportunity for you to make friends. I can see you are someone who can benefit a lot from forming friendships that really make you reminisces about your childhood memories. So think about the type of people where you just feel so relaxed and you just feel that they're so simple, pure, and they're someone who also wants that kind of pure, simple friendship. And I can see that you might have the opportunities where you're going to meet those kind of like-minded individuals. So yeah, I can see that whether it's you going out more, and whether it's you revisiting your hometown, or whether it's you really just getting into that new routine, I can see that, yeah, you're going to get into really like new routines, new activities, new place even, a new job. And this is going to, in fact, give you the opportunity to make new friends as well. And yeah, I'm not really sensing the love energy. I'm sensing more of a social connections energy and job energy. And I can see that you're going to really have fun with your job and with the connection that you're gonna have. So I can see that you're going to go out there and you're going to meet friends, you're going to sing karaoke, you're going to really let loose. And like we all need social connections no matter how introverted we are. And I can see you going out a lot more and having fun a lot more with the people that you truly like, not the people that you're just there for the sake of having company, but the people that you truly like deep down. I can see you forming those connections and just letting loose and just like having people, valuable friends that really care about your well-being, and you really taking care of them as well, and them taking care of you in a very pure friendship ways. So yeah, I can see that you're going to make sure that your social battery is going to be filled. And also your career, I can see you're going to find a lot of ways that you're going to have fun when it comes to the job that you do as well. And I can see perhaps there would be new incomers, if you're already at a job that you do for a long time. Group 2, I can sense like this new incomer is going to be your best friend almost, because this person is bringing in energy that is going to make you feel like, yeah, work is not really. If you want a private tarot reading video, you can visit my website, thezintarot.com, and follow the easy steps. Write down your question and place your order and get your tarot reading within 24 to 48 hours. And also there is a free gift for you on my website, thezintarot.com, so you can check it out as well. Too much anymore, and you're gonna have that kind of energy where you can let loose and have fun even at work. So yeah, I can see you either taking some kind of extra tasks that really doesn't feel like work, it just feels like play, because I can see that kind of job might require you to hold happy event, like party celebrations and planning games, and job where it requires you to be more creative instead of just structural and very strict about what you need to do. I can see you doing more creative work. And group 2, if you haven't been creative, I can see you being more creative next in your life as well, because yeah, we see a lot of color play. So if you haven't been dancing, if you like dancing, and if you haven't been dancing, I can see you going out and dancing more, and I can see you having more opportunity to go out and dance more, and being more consistent at this kind of play that you do. So I can see that you're not going to be stagnant anymore. You're going to find a routine that is going to work for you a lot more, where you're not going to be super serious all the time, but you're going to have time of play, fun, and just you letting loose, because I can see that you're someone very committed and devoted, that sometimes you forget to let loose. But I can see what's next is you're gonna have that energy, have that connection, have those people, and have those opportunities for you to be able to let loose. And you're gonna be like, yeah, you know what, I love it. I like this structure. I like this routine where I incorporate play in my life instead of just being serious all the time. So yeah, I can see you really getting out of your comfort zone as well, a lot more. Let's see with the tarot card, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this is like really telling me very good opportunity coming your way. Death and Knight of Swords. So death, don't worry, this is not a negative card. In fact, if you watch a lot of tarot videos already, you will know that death is a very good card because death card signifies transformation and big drastic changes, right? So with the Page of Pentacles, it is telling me the opportunity about your career, the opportunity, the money opportunity, and the situation that is going to make you focus a lot more on what you wanted to do, either as a job that makes you feel happier and a creative hobby that you've always had your eyes on. I can see you having that opportunity to do that. And again, that card really tells me, yeah, you're gonna, remember I told you your routine is gonna switch very drastically, and this card just confirms that. Yeah, so yeah, I can see that like with the horse, Group 2, some of you might be really like relocating to either a completely new country or a new city. You might even be having made the decision to settle down somewhere for a long time, leaving everything behind. And you might be quitting your job and finding a new job that doesn't pay as much, but it is going to make you feel happier. And it doesn't pay that much, but it doesn't like paid that low either, you know, compared to your last job. You're still going to have a very stable income, just that it's going to start off slowly, right? Before you're promoted or before you have more income and you have more people wanting your services, for example. So I can see that, yeah, you're going to have a very good opportunity to make the drastic changes. So Group 2, if you have been thinking about making that kind of drastic changes, like relocating to a whole new country or whole new city, I can see that you are going to experience that very soon, because with the Knight of Swords card, it's gonna come in fast, like weeks to months, and it's gonna come in fast in a way that you didn't really expect it to be, but you really like it because you are going to leave things behind. You're going to leave the emotional baggages behind as well. And relationship wise speaking, I can see you're going to realize that you're going to have to find your own tribes, and you're going to leave your old tribe behind. And because you know that you either outgrew your old tribe, or you just know that they're not the people that is going to stick with you through hard and good times. For some reason you had that realization as well. So because of that, I can see you really moving away from your old life and old ways of doing things very fast. Like, I think you may have some of you in Group 2, you might have to be turning in like 1 month's notice already, and you're already in that transition stage where you're ready for a new adventure and you are ready to trust in this new investment that you've made on yourself. So yeah, I can see that Group 2, you're going to experience these kind of quick changes in your life. And Group 2, if you had like ambitions that you have been thinking about but you have been worried, I can see you're going to, with this Knight of Swords, is telling me is that you're going to really go for it. Go for your ambitions and really go for what makes your soul dance, instead of staying in a job or staying in a connection that really feels like, you know, it's just not for me anymore. So technically that is the energy. You're going to leave everything that is not for you anymore, things and people and the jobs that you outgrew from, and you're going to be moving on to the next stage. And yeah, you're going to take the practical actions as well. I can see you, yeah, you're going to take a lot of practical actions to relocate and sell things, sell the old things, find new places, find new homes, and find and form new connections. Say goodbye to the people that you've met along the way, and I can see you're going to really, really enjoy this process instead of, you know, feeling sad about it, in fact. Because with the Knight of Swords, you're like, yeah, I'm ready for my next chapter. I'm ready for the next stage of my life. You're very, very determined. So I can see you're going to really say goodbye, yeah, to the last cycle of your life. Great. So let's see what else. Yeah, so Seven of Pentacles is really your state of mind. The Chariot, I love it. So this card just confirms that you're someone that is already done, done like emotionally speaking, and done as in you feel that you already, did everything that you can in regards to the old cycle, old job that you've had. And now you're ready to move on. You're ready to move on to either take on a very big risk of, going to a completely different field than you are used to now. And you're going to be like, you know what, I'm going to trust in myself. I'm going to be confident in myself that this is the right calling for me. And you're going to be very assertive about it. You're not going to look back to your past about it. And I can see that you're going to really make sure that what you did in the past are not lost as well. That the old job that you did or the old connection that you had been in, those really had something to teach you. Those really had the skills or the knowledge and the abilities that you can use for your future. So I can see that you're being smart about it. You're not going to, burn all the bridges. You're going to really make sure that you are still carrying on the valuable connections, and you're still like carrying on the knowledge that you had in the past job or the past connection, and you're going to learn from it, and you're going to move forward with it. And you're going to be like in a stage where I can see you like feeling grateful for your past, but you know that it's time for you to shed the old skin and let the new one in. And yeah, you're going to be moving forward using your sheer willpower. And yeah, you can, all these energies are actually pointing that you might even quit your job. For some of you group too, you might even quit your job to do like entrepreneur job, or really starting a new totally kind of business that you really felt more passionate about. And you're going to feel excited, scared, but you're going to go for it because you see no other way other than going for that job that you want to do, right? Because I can see you really being quite done with the current situation, connection, and the job. So yeah, you're going to be entering into a very exciting coming of age, stage in your next, in your life next. So yeah, group 2, this is your reading. If you watch till the end, leave a black heart emoji down in the comment. Like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Hello group 3, welcome. Sit back, relax. Tourmaline is about safety and stability. So what is coming next in your life, group 3? We're gonna get the details. Teaching. Spiritual teacher. Teach again. All right. Music, there you go. So I can see that you are going to be leading. You're going to be leading either the connection that you have, and I can see that you're also going to be someone almost like a mental coach, an emotional coach for not just in your work, as in like teaching literally what you know, but also like in the mental health wise and spirituality wise as well. I can see you really giving advice to people around you, a very good advice, and people are going to come towards you for getting counseling, and people are going to come towards you because they feel that they have a lot to heal, and you're going to be someone that is going to give that energy that people really appreciate. And I can see you really delving into the teaching, right? Not just like literally, but also figuratively as well, by having conversations. Especially you're going to be having a lot of psychological, philosophical conversations, heart-to-heart conversations with people in your life. And I can see that you're going to teach people a lot of things that you have within you, such as your inner wisdom and your life story as well, group 3. I think you've led a life that is full of tragedies, where very like you had to go through ups and downs, and you had to pull yourself out of the difficult situations. And I think that you have learned to mature, and you have learned a lot of your life lessons that people don't learn just later on. You learn your life lessons very, very early on in life. Because of that, you have this developed spirituality vibe to you that people can feel. So I think group 3, you're someone that people come towards you, like it can be even a stranger, and they start telling you their life stories and they really open up to you. It's because you give off that vibe of being a safe space and being a very good listener and a stable person to be around, and people really trust that you keep the confidentiality as well. And yeah, music is also telling me that you're someone that really makes people let loose and that really makes people feel calm, because I can see a lot of wings as well. So people really, yeah, I can see a lot of people really going to come towards you for your wisdom, your intuition, and the peace that you provide for them. So that is what I see. But this is general reading, so I can see that in group 3, you're going to be entering into teaching positions as well when it comes to career life. So that is one possibility as well. So take what resonates, and let's see what other things. Yeah. You're going to be stuck with not knowing what to do when it comes to your life path, because you have this, death card. That is interesting. In group 2, we also had the same, because I can see you're actually ready for a new change in your life. However, you're still like thinking whether it could be a good decision or not. I can see that you are, you're really ready for something stable, because you have been in situations where it's not really stable, whether it's a job that you had or whether it's the connection that you had. Because I think those connections or the job that you were in, that you had, those jobs or those connections really made you feel as though you were, standing on your tiptoe instead of just totally grounding yourself and feeling stable. So I can see that you have been feeling shaky, right? Shaky in the past, and because of that, I can see you really torn between the life of a complete change, as in really deciding to take the plunge of risk and make a drastic decision like moving away or quitting your job and doing something creative instead of doing something practical. And you're torn between the choices between stable but it's shaky at the same time. And another one is risky but it feels more stable. It's kind of like it's very ironic, and it's also very like a paradox, You're torn between the choices where there is a paradox when it comes to the decision that you're going to make. For example, right, you might be teaching and you have a job that requires you to be a teacher, and you know that it's a stable job, but mentally you're shaken, right? Mentally you're on tiptoe because you don't really see yourself doing the teaching forever. So you feel as though you're just like passing through this career choice instead of just really putting all your feet on this choice. Like, that you're just here for a short time, not for a long time. And because of that, it's a stable choice, but you feel that your happiness and your mental health, they are on, and your true calling purpose, they're not really on the stable ground, right? But then you have another choice that really requires you to really change your ways and go for what really makes you feel happy. So think about your passion projects, creative projects that you might have already started and you want to be successful in it. However, you feel that it's really making you feel like you happy, emotionally happy, but it's not really stable when it comes to making money. So yeah, because of these two choices that you have, which is a paradox within itself, you are really torn about it. That is what we see here with the Death card. You're really torn whether you should just quit your job and just go for it, and you are really torn between whether if you just stick to where you are right now, but then just feel that you feel that disappointment and feeling that incompletion, incomplete feeling. So yeah, I can see also, if you want a private tarot reading video, you can visit my website, thezintarot.com, and follow the easy steps. Write down your question and place your order and get your tarot reading within 24 to 48 hours. And also there is a free gift for you on my website, thezintarot.com, so you can check it out as well. Group 3, you're definitely being torn between the two. So I can see you trying to find the middle ground as well for this kind of choice. And in fact, Queen of Wands is also like a card of teaching and really making sure that people are feeling good and someone who is also a leader. So yeah, I can see, in fact, you are someone who is meant to lead and you know it. Yeah, so I think that you're torn between whether you should continue to teach and continue to inspire others, continue to spread your knowledge, but at the same time to do something completely different where you are not really teaching anymore and you're just enjoying what life has to offer. And I can see actually what's next in your life might be that you are going on a soul searching journey as well. Because yeah, I can see you feeling stuck where you are despite you feeling good about it. You know that it's a impactful job, and you know that you're someone who is meant to teach, even if not as a job, but even as a way of life, right? People coming to you for counseling as such. So you know that it's really your natural ability, but you also know that it's not what you want to do for the rest of your life. So yeah, group 3. I can see you're going to be going on this soul searching journey where you're going to be guided to take care of yourself and search yourself for what is it that you truly want out of your life. What is it? Yeah, you're going to be pondering about the very long-term future. Like, what am I gonna do 5 years down the line, right? Am I gonna do this until like 10 years down the line still? And am I gonna be happy about it? So I can see you really needing the time, and I can see you going on a healing journey to really make sure that you are honoring your needs and wants and not just the positive impact that you make on others. And I can see you really like thinking about the practical matters of things as well. Like, ooh, what if I quit the job, but then I lose that stable income, right? So I can see you really going on a healing journey to make sure that you are finding the middle ground that works for all, like that has a stability, that has a routine where you can still work on yourself and you can still work on your passion projects on the side. And yeah, and I can see that you are really needing the time to make sure to find that healing middle ground, and you're in need of also going on a journey where you are needing to take a break from what you do as well and just enjoy, because I can see in the past you have been giving a lot to people. However, people haven't been really appreciative of you, so you felt undervalued and underappreciated. So because of this energy, the Star card is really you, right? What's next in your life is you really needing that time to heal your soul and find your true calling while maintaining the practical stability such as money in your life. So you have a lot of soul searching journey that you're going to be undertaking. That is what I see. And in fact, we have this very interesting card coming. Four of Pentacles is telling me you're going to be putting your family first and foremost. And especially because I think you have the plan to get married or committed to someone. And because of that, I think you are thinking a lot more about your life 10 years down the line because of that. Because once you are in a marriage, once you're in a unity with another person, you have a bit more like responsibility and a shift in your life journey where you know that you want to make sure that there is some, stability, but at the same time you're honoring your needs as well. So I can see that you are really like thinking about really long term, 10 years, 20 years down the line on what you want to do and how you want to align your marriage or your future marriage with the practical things in life that you have right now. So yeah, I can see you really brainstorming a lot on what you need to do when it comes to your life, very, very long-term life. So let's see what else. Death. Wow, there you go. Yeah, transformation. So yeah, in fact, your soul is really in need of that transformation, right? Your soul is really in need of that revival because I think you have already moved on from the job or the connection that you have been in, that you're ready for a new change. I think you're just afraid because you don't want to disappoint the people around you. You don't want to disappoint your spouse or people that you love, your family. You don't want to disappoint them with the decision that you're gonna make. But I can see you're really in need of that revival of the soul and really trying something completely new from what you're used to. So yeah, I can see that you're going to want to have a job that is not really conventional, meaning that the job might not make a lot of money first and you might not even have your own boss. You might be your own boss as well on what you are wanting to do. And because of that, you're very torn about it, right? Because you're not sure if you should just go for it and lose the stability in the meanwhile. So yeah, I can see you really thinking from all the aspects, all the perspectives of what your loved ones would feel and how you would feel. Yeah, 5 of Wands is telling me you're going to really find ways in which you're going to avoid the external conflicts with your decision, which is why you're so torn, right? Because you're afraid that you might disappoint other people and you don't want that you destroy or you kind of like negatively impact the relationships that you have with other just because you want to follow this heart instead of just your head. So that is what we're seeing. So yeah, group 3, you're going to be doing a lot of self-reflection. You're going to be drawing up a lot. I can see you talking, having conversations with the loved ones and about your long-term future and the decisions that are on your mind right now. So I can see you really, really, taking time, needing to take time for yourself, and also you really talking with other people on your wants and needs and your plans and your visions about the future and how you can align with that with the people in your life. So that is what we're seeing. So I can see you really thinking very smartly and really thinking in a way that is considerate for other people as well. So yeah, you're really going to be in the transition phase before you decide to take the plunge. So that is what is next in your life, group 3. So if you watched till the end, leave a great heart emoji down in the comments. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And have a great day. Hello and welcome group 4. Sit back, relax. Opal is about the clarity and we're gonna find out what is next in your life. Attraction. Ooh, we see a romance, interest, passion. Let's draw one more since this is a general card. Give your relationship a chance. There you go. So yeah, all right. So there is a romance coming your way, and what is next is that there are a lot of like possibilities of choices as well. You're going to have options and you're going to meet someone that is going to really stir your heart in a way that you haven't really felt like that for a long time. So I think that you haven't really been feeling like attracted to someone or maybe your current partner, but I can see you're going to find someone, or you're going to have the situations where you're going to develop a strong sense of attraction, and you're going to have that passion revived, and you're going to feel like, oh, finally, I find someone that I feel attracted to, not just physically but also emotionally speaking. And if you're in a relationship, that means that you're going to have the opportunity and the dates in which you're going to look at your significant other in a light that is very like new. And maybe it could be because you go on a different trip or a different location, and they're in different clothing, and they look to you really more like handsome or more beautiful, and you will feel that attraction, and you will feel that, ooh, I really appreciate my significant other, for example. But if you're single, this means that you're going to meet someone, right? There's a very high possibility of you meeting someone that is going to make you feel really like giddy, and really make you feel that you are just waiting for the next time that you're going to meet them again. Give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. This is telling you that you need to go out of your comfort zone, group 4, when it comes to your romance, because, right, you will have this attraction and passion. You're gonna be attracted to each other, and you're gonna be having the best opportunities to show up for yourselves with the love and the passion and the dates and everything that is very romantic and passionate. However, you need to go out of your comfort zone to work on your relationship, because you feel that, but if you don't express it, right, it's not going to really do anything. So this card is just reminding you to really go on dates, and to really have that conversations, and to really get to know the other person a lot more. There might be the sides of them that you didn't know existed, and because of that, you might need to go out of your comfort zone, ask them on dates, or go somewhere that is unfamiliar to you both, and experience new things, and share the new experiences together. And you might be surprised to find out the sides of them that you didn't know existed in them, and it's going to make you look at them in a new positive light. So this is just telling you to make sure that you're attracted to each other, but make sure that you're really having that quality conversations as well, and you are really giving each other chances as well to show other sides other than positive, right? Meaning that you are in need of accepting the other person for the way that they are, and not to idealize them too much, and to really try and love them unconditionally. Because I can see this connection is one where you're going to be feeling really loved and beloved, and also love them for a long time. It's not just a passing by relationship. So if you feel attracted to someone and you're single, this is your sign that you need to make a move. Okay, you need to start making a move. You need to start expressing you're attracted to them more outwardly and more expressively without being shy. The Emperor card. Yeah, there you go. So the Fool. Yeah, I love how you... Are you serious? Wait. Yeah, we have 3 major cards, group 3. This is really like big sign that is telling me this is a connection that is going to last a very long time, and you need to invest your energy into this connection, because we have 3 major cards in one go, and that is very rare, in fact. The Emperor card is your angels really telling you you're gonna have to, right, take the actions, go for it, make a move, and be very bold, be very assertive about your attraction to them, and be very firm about the connection that you want to maintain as well, right? So if you want to have a date once or twice a week, tell your significant other about it. And if you want that you move this relationship to the next level with this person, you need to tell them, you need to be firm about it. The Emperor card is all about really looking directly into someone's eyes and telling them, I want this and I need this. Can you follow that, right? When it comes to love connection especially. So you're in need of really being firm and knowing exactly what you want and really voicing out exactly what you want, and it's gonna work out in your favor, in fact. So yeah, the Emperor card is telling you, don't be shy, you know, like inserting your wants and needs is very normal, and it is one of the ways that you need to honor yourself, especially when it comes to romantic relationships. And the Emperor card is also the card where it's telling you and reminding you you're very worthy of this connection, that you might feel like, oh, this person might be, you know, super handsome, super beautiful, more than what I deserve. But no, the Emperor card is telling you, you deserve. If you want a private tarot reading video, you can visit my website, thezintarot.com, and follow the easy steps. Write down your question and place your order and get your tarot reading within 24 to 48 hours. And also there is a free gift for you on my website, thezintarot.com, so you can check it out as well. Fit all, you deserve it the best. You're also like that person. You're also someone very high value and very high quality. So you're gonna have to believe in that. And you're gonna have to assert yourself in the ways that you know you want that high quality relationship, and you're gonna work your best for it. And the Emperor card is also telling you to be believing in yourself and having faith in yourself, right? And to be confident in yourself. So yeah. And the Emperor card is telling you also that the connection is in your power. You're someone that brings a lot of love, energy, and good communication styles to the relationship. So you really hold the card, you really hold the power to where the connection is going. So you're someone who has the biggest say in this, because I think for some reason, the other person might be maybe a bit more introverted, right? So you might have to be someone who does more of the talking and more of the assertiveness. So this is telling you that you are the one who has the power, and you need to believe in that. You need to be not shy about it. You know, having the power to have a say in where the connection is going is in fact very, very in your favor. So that means that you have a lot of choices on your hand, and you have the power, and they know it. In fact, they know that you have the choices, and you have the power to either to choose them or not, which is why the Emperor card shows up, reminding you that you are the person with the power and the options. So don't try to, you know, lower your standards for anyone else, and really like go for the best that you are aiming for. And the Fool card is telling me that, especially if you're in a relationship, you're going to go on a new journey, and I can see you really like doing things that make you see your significant other in a new light. So it could be that you share new experience, and yeah, so because of that, I can see you seeing them in a very completely new way. And the Fool card is also telling me that if you're single, you are going to go on dates with people that you feel really attracted to, and you're going to go on dates where you really feel relaxed and you're just having fun. You're not really thinking so much about it, because you know you have choices, you know you have options, you know you have the power, and you don't feel like you are the one who needs to be chosen, and you know that you're the one who is doing the choosing. So because of that, the Fool card is telling me you're going to enjoy, especially if you're single, you're going to enjoy dating around, getting to know people, and giving people chances to get to know you as well, and getting to know other people. And you're going to actually, in fact, have fun weighing your options and seeing which ones you really like. I can see you almost like messaging your friends and telling them all about the dates that you've had, and telling them, hey, you know, I met this person and this person and this person. What do you think? And I can see you really having fun with the choice making and the decision making that you need to do, you know, to move forward to a longer future long-term relationships, lest you wish to. So the Fool card is telling me also to give yourself a chance to go on new dates, give your relationship, if you're in a relationship, chances to, you know, try new things together. And you're going to really be like, wow, I'm really happy that, you know, I I learned this new side of myself. Maybe you try something new and you really like it, and your significant other also really likes it, and it could become your new thing that you do together. So yeah, you're going to really do a lot of adventurous activities, and you're going to be trying a lot of things without worries. You're going to be happy with taking a lot of new beginnings and sharing new experiences and taking new steps towards each other. So I can see a lot of like new fresh energy. And even if you're in a relationship, I can see a new fresh cycle where you are feeling the newfound passion and love and attraction for each other again because of the new things that you do individually outside of the relationship. For example, maybe you meet your friends and then you come back home and you see them and then you feel attracted to them in a way that you didn't know before. So yeah, I can see you really having that new beginnings in which you're going to enjoy it. Especially if you're single, you're going to really enjoy, getting to know different people and enjoying your single dating around era in a way that you know that you are someone who is very desired as well. I think you will feel how popular you are when you're dating around group 4, and you're going to be like, yeah, you know what, I forgot that I have these qualities, and you're going to be reminded of yourself, of all the good qualities that you have within you. And the Strength card is telling you that you are someone who is very balanced, So I can see it's because of that you have a lot of choices, because you are someone very well balanced. You're someone who is very calm, very patient, and you're someone who is compassionate, and you're someone who really inspire other people as well. And because of that, your energy is off the roof. That's why I can see a lot of attraction. A lot of people are going to be attracted to you. And even if you're in a relationship, you're going to do a lot of things that really elevate your energy. And for example, focusing on your own hobbies and doing your own things, and really reading books and elevating your energy as such like that. And people are going to be really attracted to your energy, and not just romance wise speaking, but also friendship wise speaking. Yeah, so I can see you really having that very good energy people want to surround themselves with next in life. And yeah, your energy is really, really good. The Hanged Man. Are you serious? It's again major card. That's crazy. Yeah. So the Hangman and Seven of Wands is telling me that in the past, right, you have been trying to work on the things, on the connections that are not really working. You have been really trying to make yourself seen and trying to make yourself heard and valued, but no. And I can see next you're going to realize that, you know what, I have these qualities that are really desirable and that are really high value. Why should I be bending myself backwards for the people that do not appreciate me, and for the people that do not really appreciate my efforts, my time, my energy, my value, my inputs on what I have to bring to the table? Why should I, keep on staying in those connections? So I can see you're going to have a very profound perspective gained from realizing that you were not the problem, but the environment that you were in was the problem. And that's why I can see the Fool card, in which you're going to be enjoying, right? Moving on to the new connections and or doing new things, and finally realizing to quit the habits as well that are not elevating your individual energy as well. So I can see in the past maybe your attention was scattered to the things that are not really necessary for elevating your soul, and you quitting those bad habits can elevate your energy level and hence, right, increasing the attraction from other people as well. So yeah, so in summary, right, you're going to be manifesting a lot of attractions from a lot of people, admirations from a lot of people. You're going to also experience new things together. You're going to realize your own self-worth, and you're going to also be in need of taking the moves and be bold about it and to believe in yourself. And that you're going to be moving away from the connections that are no longer serving you. Group 4. So this is your reading. If you watched till the end, leave a white heart emoji down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and have a great day.